Enough mucking around about these letters. Let's get on with the podcast.
Lord Dog.
Alan Wake specifically, I know absolutely nil about. I know the name, and I know that it is at least somewhat popular. Cool. And I think it takes place in the woods.
Woods correct, yes. So
that's about the only thing I know.
We're gonna
so I guess nil is incorrect. I know woods.
Well, we're going to go straight.
Do you like Twin Peaks?
Yeah, there's a lot of Twin Peaks in this. A lot.
I have never watched Twin Peaks.
That's fine. Because
really?
First off,
I feel like the podcast listeners already know this, and I don't know how you two don't. There's a very clear wall of divide in terms of interest in gaming here.
We like good stuff, you like Kingdom Hearts.
I sit on the side of JRPGs, and you all sit on the side of trash.
Twin Peaks was not trash.
Yes, it was not.
I'm sorry, mister. I play an hour and a half of FIFA every night.
I said 10 minutes to an hour.
Hour and a half every night.
A night. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. It pauses, and then it goes, do you understand?
No.
Alan's like, no, and the light's like, look, man, I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming...
Wait.
Yeah.
The darkness is dangerous?
Yes.
Oh, I'm invested in this game now.
Oh, you're going to love this then. Yeah. The hitchhiker is back, and it erupts into a massive tornado of darkness. The tornado chases Alan, but...
You're just baiting me. You're baiting me at this point.
So he turns into a massive tornado of darkness that chases Alan, but just as he reaches the lighthouse...
A curly-haired anime boy shows up and says you need friends.
If you're listening to this looking for a Remedyverse or Alan Wake lore dub, I'm so sorry. This is a series where recently Chase led us through every single Kingdom Hearts game where darkness is a factor.
I'm getting it out of my system at the start.
No, get into the spooky mode, spooky vibes. Ooh. I'm ready. I'm going to turn this light off. I'll do it, and then we'll get spooky. Don't do it, Chase. He's turned the light off. Okay, everybody, we're now in darkness, so. Fine. This is the way we're doing this.
I quite like this.
I actually quite enjoy this. It's quite nice and nice. Alan's mobile phone rings. On the end of the line, we hear a strong New York accent.
Here we go.
Yes. I don't care. You're not shouting me down. I'm doing Barry Wheeler.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Chase and I are going to be deadly silent during this next period to hear the New York accent. Here we go. Ready?
I can't do this, though. I can only do his intro later.
He must be feeling confident, though, because when that lady was like, don't go down there at the darkness, he's like, a light bulb in my dream gave me a gun and a flashlight. I'm fine.
The lake has eaten Alice. Without thinking...
What do you mean by eaten?
Eaten Alice. Alice is in the lake. The lake has eaten Alice.
Okay, so she's fallen into the lake.
The lake has eaten Alice.
She fell into the lake.
Gosh, you'd be fun to tell a horror story too, wouldn't you? Alan is like, hot damn, these are brilliant, Alice. And Alice is like, on occasion, I can work miracles. You seemed to think so last night.
Oh,
sex. So, then the lights go out.
Chase isn't amused. Chase, they done a sex on each other.
I'm celibate.
Sorry, I forgot that about you. That's canon, listeners. That is canon.
Yes, so they're like, oh, maybe we should do the sex right now, and then the lights go out, right?
Well, so much for monetization.
My mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker. If I ever got dark, I would just flick this magic switch, and it would scare the monsters away. And Alice is like, oh, sure, okay, right, very funny, ha ha ha, you're teasing me. And Alan reaches into his pocket and pulls out an old light switch. Here it is. Maybe it'll help you too.
How long have they been together and he's not revealed that he carries this around with him?
To his wife that he presumably is very aware
of her phobia, yeah.
Scared of the dark.
Anyway, this is still a sweet scene. I get what you mean, yeah.
So presumably if they've been married 3 years, they've been dating longer. So he's kind of just a dick to leave this many years into the relationship.
If they'd been dating for 3 weeks, this would have been cute.
Yeah. This feels really late to be like, hey, I've had the cure to your phobia the whole time.
Not only can I empathize with what you're feeling through personal experience, I also have the thing that's helped me most.
Every time prior to this relationship, he's just been the one flicking the lights on the wall.
This is like finding out your partner 3 years in is allergic to dogs, and you've been carrying Piriton in your back pocket. I'm allergic to dogs too, don't you know?
Oh dear.
Sorry.
I've been taking this magic medicine the whole time.
Nightingale is off his rocker. He immediately points his gun at Alan as he steps out of the trailer and is like, "Hands up, Hemingway! Don't move a muscle! I'll unload this gun right in your goddamn face! I love killing people, me! Stay right where you are, Spillane!" Nightingale has a tendency to call Alan by the names of other famous
don't use
writers.
2 writers in one sentence.
Well,
that's over the top.
Nah, he heads up for the Radio Shack on the hill, and when he arrives, Pat is like, "Oh my god, you're here for an interview. Do you want to hear about Deerfest, folks?" The famous straight up. He's so excited.
Gonna break my heart when Pat's the big bad of this game.
And then he's like, "Oh," and I was like, "I need your help. The cops are after me. Just be cool." And Pat turns into his microphone, so excited. He's like, "Folks, you'll never guess what just happened. The famous writer Alan Wake is right here." In my office right now. Here's my address in case any police officers are listening. And he just starts yelling and he's like, "Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown." He starts waving his gun around.
Why you've gone for sort of whatever you think of Hemingway, a sort of writer of American classics, to one of the worst reviewed popular authors ever. What's the theme here? Is it just any?
Love Dan Brown.
Okay, we'll talk about this afterwards.
Alan makes his escape out the back, and as he runs, we hear Nightingale in the night yelling, "I'll get you, even if it kills me! You hear me? H.P. Lovecraft!"
What? Wow.
He's the best character, I love him. Paranoid delusions that everything revolves around you. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario.
Sometimes they're timed so well.
Hey! I think Alan Wake has something to say. What is it, Al? He holds up the Alan Wake cutout in front of his face and is like, "Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything, and if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me, but that's okay. I can just take him for granted."
That reminds me so much of the Toy Story bit, which is, I saw his husband tweet recently. It was like, "This is the sickest burn in the history of cinema." And is it Rex? He's like, "Howdy, howdy, howdy, I'm Woody."
No, the sickest burn in the history is Tom Hanks telling young Xehanort he doesn't have friends.
That is fair. And Sarah's like, "Oh, sure, you're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe." Alan smiles. "Nobody's ever told me that before." And he's like, "That's quite..."
Nobody's ever told him that he's a good writer.
No. No one's ever said, "I've read your books."
"Tom and Barbara, I had such a crush on him, you know. Such a beautiful man. I was jealous. There was a part that was a little glad when she fell into the lake, to be honest." Straight up says that. It's like, "See, when Barbara fell in the lake, bro, I was cool with that."
Right, Cynthia.
Yeah, I like that, man.
No. When the lake nom-nommed Barbara.
All right, Alan looks at her and goes, "All right, Cynthia, I don't think you've had a normal conversation in a few years, okay? We don't lead with that."
But she does absolutely tell us that she was glad that Barbara fell into the lake. Want to be clear, I'm not making that up, okay?
And when my friend Margaret fell down the stairs, I pissed my pants.
And when your wife... Carry on the cake.
Did that get me going?
I just really get off on murder, don't you know?
Anyway, follow me.
I'm some sort of sadist.
Follow me into the pipe.
"You made it," she gasps, relieved.
Oh, that is pretty well lit.
"I have looked after the well-lit room for many years now. There's no shadow in here. The power has a failsafe and all the bulbs are numbered and changed regularly."
There's no shadow in here except for there and there and there.
Right.
There. There's a lot of shadows in this room.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Lore Dump, the show where we take somebody who hasn't explained a game or game franchise.
Hasn't explained a game or game franchise?
I'm drunk. I'm adult juiced. Oh, yeah. Alan's like, "That's insane," but Barry cuts him off immediately. Yeah, you're right. Everything that happened before made perfect sense, but this is insane. Good catch. So,
He's so wacky.
anywho,
He's a wacky, crazy guy.
I'm here to help you out. You need to get a grip, all right? You need to do what Zane tells you. He's been here for ages. He's like the exploit. Barry joins Al. He's even worse than he was before, I'm sorry.
It's ghost version, I get it.
Yeah, he's like Nega Barry.
Yeah,
right?
it's Alan's memory of Barry.
Hartman is like, you're delusional again. Look
Punches him.
Yeah. And he's like, it's great that you made an imaginary friend and then you can't even get along with that guy. People skills, Al. You're a master.
Yeah,
right?
very good.
Or let's crack that writer's block of yours, Alan. And I have several lawyers on speed dial just because I never know when you get in trouble again. You know what kind of people need that? Gangsters and assholes. You're not a gangster because they make money.
Oh my god.
A sexy car engineer called Emma Sloan. Muse blasts out of the car she's working on because she has terrible taste in music.
Oh no, He's also got one of those classic, like, Western, like, massive belt buckles and a leather belt.
Texas.
With the big, like, Texas...
You're missing the point that she's listening to Muse, and therefore the worst character in all of gaming.
Explain a
You should know that we haven't actually met before. And she goes, sure we have. Remember? You stayed at the Desert Shore Motel years ago. No, Alan says. The guy you're talking about just looks like me. Oh, says Emma. Now you mention it, your aura looks a lot nicer than his, actually. I'm very sensitive to things like that. He's bad. You're not like him at all. What's going on?
I like Emma.
Is this verbatim?
It's pretty much verbatim.
Oh, I like Emma.
Yeah,
It's also this weird vibe where it's
Between
like,
this and the Muse, I love Emma.
you're gonna hate Muse by the end of this. So blah blah blah. She's like, oh my god, I met a weird guy that looks like you. He seems bad, but your aura's rocking. You're so handsome. I love you. And Alan's like, the page you gave me is a formula for rewriting reality. Either I use it to close a strange portal to a place. Either I use it to close a strange portal to a place.
portal. No.
I was about to say, I'm sat here like a trange portal.
Oh, I'm
is this some sort of concept that was like? Is this a concept from like another game that was just brought in?
I'm lightheaded.
How long is
It was the fact he took a beat before he said it. He took a beat to read it and then said it wrong.
Next thing, so he goes to the drive-in theater, but there he meets a sexy woman. She doesn't get a name.
Why are all the women sexy in your eyes?
No, they are all sexy women. They all flirt with Alan, and they are all designed to be
right,
like,
okay.
yeah. So
This is sorry to interrupt again. This is like a Sirens thing, then, is it? This is like a stay here with us.
I love you're giving that a level of input. I don't think so. No, I think that it's hokey.
Don't think
on
this is
purpose.
referencing the Odyssey. You don't think,
No.
no. Okay.
Because
I think that this is a literary classic itself.
It doesn't need to reference anything else.
he arrives, and honestly, either of you, one of you, just take the. She turns to him and she says, "Quote," and one of you just take it. Like, go ahead. What did she say?
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts? Are you gonna hurt me now? Because you should. I was reading it as I was saying it for the first time.
Yeah, so she's like, "Oh my god, you're here."
That's
hurt
my
me,
real
daddy.
voice, by the way. I put on an accent for this podcast.
The number one killer is time, he says. It destroys us all. This is what you need to know. Time broke. A growing fracture leading to the end of time.
The quantum broke.
Oh. What happened to time? Bro. Also, I just want to quickly highlight Jack Joyce, worst protagonist name. That sounds like the protagonist of like an airport like novel written by a sort of, one of these old guys who writes about the government.
And after all of this, after 30 minutes of this, and after Paul literally spelling out what it is and saying it's a time machine, Jack goes, "Oh, it's a time machine." So yeah.
Ball size.
Jack reaches out with his arms, momentarily freezing a pocket of time. The soldier, the bullets, they don't move. It's just temporary, but it looks like he's got a superpower. Superhero origin story. Your proximity to the explosion, it must have altered your relation to the chronon field, Will says. And Jack's like, speak English, motherfucker. And Bill gives a big sigh. And he's like, explosion make time go bad. If time if time is an egg, that egg is broken. And
Excuse me? That's not the line.
Yep.
The egg is the quantum.
And Jack looks at him and replies, what? Why is there an egg in this?
Very valid question.
No.
I like how Jack has to explain to him like he's 5, but at the same time...
I think the egg metaphor makes sense.
If time is egg is broken. Just say it's broken. We all understand the concept.
So Will's like, look, there's a fracture in time, okay? And it's breaking down, leading to the end of time. I warned Paul about this. I tried to make him listen to me. And Jack is like, yeah, by shoving a gun in my face. And Will's like, yes, a gun! The universal symbol for shut the hell up and listen to me. Anyway, we need to get to...
I
can tell why they haven't spoken in years. Will is just exhausted with having to explain things to Jack.
Will's also immediately the best one in this game.
Yeah.
I agree
By
so far.
miles.
Yeah.
I can just tell he had to sit Jack down and explain to him how to do his taxes when he was like in his mid-20s.
I don't want to think about those. Are deuces. I don't want to think about that.
Jack, are you joking? Jack hasn't paid any taxes. Look at him. He doesn't know what taxes are.
He's a free citizen.
If make money, little bit money, money buy hospital. Explain it to me again, like I'm 3.
She's holding a gun to Jack's head. But then she's
The universal symbol for shut the fuck up.
It's okay, Jack doesn't understand what a gun is. If pull trigger, bullet go out.
We've labeled Jack as just this little caveman child. That's all he is.
Alan Wake's a dick and Jack is a moron. Love it. She's like, hey, so what's the 411? And Charlie goes, the 411? She goes, yeah, the 411. And he goes, what's the 411? This goes on for like 2 minutes.
Meanwhile, under that, it's going do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and the laugh track is playing.
Fights his way out of the headquarters, cleaving through security guards on his way. He jumps into his Nissan car, and some monarch grunts jump into their Nissan cars, and suddenly we have a high-speed Nissan chase along the highway.
At one point, does Bert turn to camera and go, God, the handling's smooth.
Important to note as well, like, during this, the Nissan cars don't get hurt. There's Monarch soldiers, they're like shooting machine guns at his car.
Well, it's the excellent build quality of the Nissan. That's what it'll be.
The only thing that happens during this chase is one single window gets shattered, but they are shooting automatic rifles at the back of his car, not a dent.
I mean, I will say, I've driven a Nissan for years. Pretty fucking
well, and listen,
pretty good.
With the miles per gallon you can get with one of those, this chase could go on all day.
In your eyes, the world is about to end. She slams the door in her Nissan and drives away, leaving Charlie behind.
I just want to say as well, with the build quality of the Nissan, you're always going to get a smooth door close. It's a really satisfying noise, and that door is safe. You could have a collision on the side at up to 50 miles an hour and you'll be fine. I really want to highlight the build quality of the
I can confirm this. My parents have had 2 car accidents where they were T-boned in their Nissan. They're fine.
And when he gets there, Sophia, Amaral, Beth, and Nick, they're all waiting. So Sophia's like, you don't understand what's happening. You need to hand Will's time machine over to Monarch. We are prepared for what happens next. The end of time is coming. Paul has been there. He's seen it. There's no way to... But Jack's had enough. He slams his hand on the desk and he says,
Hey! This isn't a debate. I just watched a ship fast forward through a fucking bridge.
Great line.
best line of the game, hands down. No notes. I love this. Outside, Fiona sits sobbing in her car. She's panicking. She doesn't know what to do.
Hideous car.
Excuse me. It's a beautiful looking Nissan.
It's a hideous decal.
Yeah, the decal, absolutely. It's taken away from Nissan's quality paint jobs that they put on these cars.
I agree.
It's anti-scratch.
I do think
they won't go faded like other car brands.
I do think that I need to say, this looks very much like the paint job on my parents' car.
Yeah.
Which I would like to say, whilst it looks like a black, it's not a black. It's actually a coffee brown. And it has a lovely sparkle to it.
The colour options, Chase, are second to none.
So
and take note of the LED headlamps as well. Really ahead of the time.
They are marvellous.
So anyway, outside Fiona sits sobbing in her car. She's panicking.
And she's got so much space in there to cry. She can stretch her legs out.
Leather seats.
Absolutely. She's got nothing but space to cry in there.
And with the sturdy with a sturdy steering wheel, she's really gonna have somewhere to bang her head if she feels like a need.
Nissan promise you the most luxurious cry you can have in a car.
Oh. And I'm sure that she is having some wonderful sob music over that fantastic sound system.
Oh, absolutely. We've got quad speakers on the inside of the car. Comes as standard.
Okay, so
And on the heated seats! The heated seats as well!
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, now with built-in also additional cooling feature if you want that.
dive right into it. So, control lore. Oh god, I've literally written down, oh god, okay, oh no. This is my Kingdom Hearts 2 chase, alright? This is there, and he's leading a class almost, right? And he goes, since little Topher is going on a field trip outside of our beloved bureau today, he says, I think it's a good time to talk about secrets. A secret is something you don't tell anyone outside the bureau, says Meg. And then Mr. Bones goes, yes, because outside people are... And then Meg and Topher answer in unison, not ready for the truth of reality. What a phrase.
I don't know, they said gods are in here.
Yeah,
And they said it's biblical.
I think that some gods might be in here. So... Yeah.
I'm in there.
I would happily put you in the Panopticon chase. So, Neil was bullied so much that sometimes he wished he wasn't a boy anymore. If he was something else...
Sorry, friend.
Yeah, sorry, Neil.
It's okay, you're just taking me back to a place I don't go very often.
Well, it's alright, Neil, because if you were something else, then Tom wouldn't bully you, right?
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, so like
Like
what would you want to be?
Like a bin or a tennis ball.
Why those two?
I had a dream one time that you were a cat.
Go and listen to the Quantum Break episode, everyone. It's very good.
Part 6. Do you have piss in your sock?
I'm sorry. What? I don't like these chapter titles.
Piss in your sock.
Look, they're always Atty references, that's all I'm saying. You know, didn't understand
I've just noticed he's handing her a bit of technology that looks like an old Sony Walkman, and the brand on it is Pony.
Oh, I've never noticed it as Pony before, that's fun.
Very unlike the Microsoft and Nissan.
Oh, yes,
From
from Quantum Break. Those were very explicit.
That were very
yeah.
explicit.
Yeah, no sponsors in Control, which is great.
Yeah.
But have you heard the audio quality on the Pony?
On the Pony Talk Woman.
Want to note as well, underneath Samantha Wells on this whiteboard, it says repopulation ongoing in the town. They're talking about Ordinary because that's where she lived. And remember, we learned that back during 2002, the Not Mother and her gremlin things just massacred the town, and Jesse and Dylan managed to send it back using the projector.
So what I'm hearing is, ayo, they banging in that town. They banging in that town.
Nice. Yeah, now we know where Darlin is, am I right? Oh, dude, fucked.
Stupid.
And other than keeping liquids warm for surprisingly long periods of time, it's also worth noting that
I think that's just the surprisingly good build quality of the Oh Dear Diner thermoses.
It's also worth noting that the coffee from the thermos is always refreshing and strong, no matter its quality, before being poured into the item.
As is all coffee from the Oh Dear Diner.
What poor research assistant is drinking out of altered items? Okay, I've put 2 scoops of Kenko in there. Wish me luck. Tell my wife I love her.
Director, they say. Situation, crisis, uh-oh, in the foundation. And Jess is like, oh my god, one absolute idiot, and cleanses the 4th and final pillar and rebuilds the nail. The board...
How does cleansing pillars undo dynamite?
Well, there's no magic in it. Look,
Magic.
All you need to know is that the nail
I'm
is rebuilt.
sorry, you don't get to read us 30 hours of fucking Kingdom Hearts and then complain about cleansing, repairing a pillar.
Which means I get to do my Hartman voice again.
He says, so the FBC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on AWEs, but it'd be so empty without me.
So after Jessie hears this tape recording, she journeys on. And then she hears it. A stomping. A gravelly voice. Not quite the distorted sound of the hiss, but similar.
Baby, yeah. Orange peel.
Egg.
And she... trying to be spooky.
Oh, excuse me.
Do we recognize this man?
Lost, he mutters blearily. It's dark, please. Ah! Oh, okay.
Is this already a jump scare?
So I remember a prediction I made from the... I think I was allowed to watch the trailer. I wasn't allowed to watch the gameplay trailer, but I was allowed to watch the trailer months ago because I've been kind of kept in the dark. And I knew that one of the playable characters was Saga Anderson. Mm-hmm. And I think my call at the time, it may seem pretty obvious, was that she's related to Thor and Odin.
Yeah, because she has the same surname as them. Absolutely. Something to bear in mind there, yes. Her name is purposeful. It's supposed to be...
As we're driving through these kind of very rainy forest scene, very dark and leafy, I just get Twilight 1, the first film. And as they're driving along, I just had in my head that...
The Dowager box is conked out. Saga fills in Casey and Tim on what she learned from the Bookers. Bright Falls has a bona fide murder cult. Tim flags that the cult of the tree have been an urban legend for a while now. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you, he says. It's a bedtime story. Casey tosses his coffee in the trash.
Good night, my sweet child, and don't let the cult of the tree get you while you're asleep. I'll just crack your window a little bit. I know we live next to the woods.
Remember, they leave your heart next to your corpse. Sweet dreams.
And remember, they get all the bad little boys and girls who try and leave bed to go to the potty in the middle of the night. So no leaving your bed.
You're welcome. So he waits for us in the dark, flickering lights. Something about morgues always cheers me up, Casey says.
Jesus, Alex. Take a day off.
Tim's like, I can't say I feel the same.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe you should retire.
But Ilmo, Yako says, I heard the government has seized and fenced off many local nature attractions. That's true, Yako, Ilmo says sadly, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say... Fuck the government! We have bolt cutters! TV screen as if he can hear something. They dance around the room, they write, they rip up pages. In a stupor, Alan turns to Zane and drunkenly says, It's return, because we return. She looks lost. Oh dear, my lantern, I think I've lost it. I'll be sure to keep an eye out for it, Saga reassures. Ah!
I hate you.
Jesus Christ.
I hate you!
That one got chased real bad.
They're just as fucking bad in game.
FBC usually handles this stuff, right? Saga turns to Estevez. Any thoughts? Good news, we have Bureau Intel and all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's all the files we have in the shadow, and we can use it. It is delivered like that. It is so good.
My favourite character too now.
She's so good. She is fine. Here's all the files we have on the shadow. We can use the equipment out the back to trap Scratch. Long story short, she goes to read the files and she gets caught up. Everybody now understands the shadow in the way that the FPC understands it. We know all this now. It's fine. So look. Light hurts it, it's a dark presence, etc. It's not just Scratch, Saga mutters. It's the story. I can't let it destroy my family. Family isn't easy in this line of work, Kieran Estevez nods. My ex-wife couldn't take it. You're better off without her, Kieran, Casey says. Trust me. These were the kind of cases my ex hated, Estevez says, turning to Casey. The ones that could kill me. That's funny, Casey smiles. The cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
Oh, what are they like? What are they like, the old ball and chain? Oh.
I know that Estevez is gay, and that's whatever, but I also ship this. It doesn't need to be romantic, I just ship it. It's like his torture pad, like his plan for torturing the writer, and it's things like burn all typewriters. And he writes poetry. It's bad poetry, but the bad boy's been trying to write poetry, and it's like, the moon. I love you, moon. Moon, you're great. I love you, moon. It's real bad. So at the beach.
This is a terrible lore dump because it's just me laughing. This is legitimately funny.
Oh, trust me. Chapter 3, everything's gonna change. So at the beach, we find the bad boy. This is like the fun one. At the beach, we find the bad boy staring moodily out across the bay. The waitress readies herself to give him the scolding of a lifetime. Hey, he says in a husky voice. Me and my bike were just enjoying the view. Where is my writer? The waitress curses. What do you even see in that crybaby? He's boring. He dresses like a nerd. He's a stylish intellectual, the waitress interrupts, who's in touch with his feelings. Now remember, I want to remind everybody here, that technically Alan Wake wrote this episode.
Alan Wake, the most emotionally and mentally mature man of all time.
No wonder when he got possessed by the dark presence and he wrote that, like, oh, I turn into a monster, etc., and I become Scratch. The Scratch's response to how do I finish my evil book is, oh, I know, Ego Festival. Like,
AI. Yeah. And the wolves are the worst fucking
His
animals.
canonical name in this as well, which I like, is just the bad werewolf.
So in the end, she defeats him. He lies crying on the steps of the mansion. Oh, to point out, just in case, the mansion is just the Valhalla nursing home, but pink.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Go ahead, he gasps. Finish me off. I'm not going to kill you. You're my darling writer's brother, the waitress says. You really love him, huh? I guess I never had a chance. I was just jealous of his talent, his money, his velvety hair.
His massive dick.
But mostly, it was his massive dick. No matter how many parallel realities I need to brave, he says, how many lives, I will stop him, and I will come back for you, my love.
Stupid.
Cut! Director Sam Lake says, rising from his chair and applauding Sean's performance.
Yes, we're all wanking ourselves off, and I'm absolutely fine with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the wanking hasn't even started.
So, the gadget I have, sorry, I forget the name, so many acronyms, Sam. Acronyms are cool, right? Sam's eyes light up. Like tiny mysteries. You power up your PRS, the polyhedron reality shifter, with an SEN, shifter energy node, to activate Lumivista TVs and ride the vortex between realities. It's all REC, Ripple Effect Corporation tech. And you have a gun and a TBC, Timebreaker Solidifier, to defend yourself. Yeah. Wank, 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 wank. Don't care. So yeah,
Sorry, I just pictured that that's the noise you make.
A facilities manager called Harry Kingston tries to organise a budget meeting with the two heads, and in an email, Diana responds curtly that she's too busy just for Jules to smoothly slide in with his own message, which reads, I apologise for the difficulty my wife is presenting, Harry. I would be happy to meet and discuss the annual budget. It is, of course, the head of research's job to oversee such work. Maybe Diana is no longer up to the task?
You're really enjoying this French accent.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I just think he's been in America too long. Maybe that's what it is.
It's giving whenever they have the French oceanographer in SpongeBob.
2 moments later. So you will see that Jules has snidely copied Diana into that email, and Diana responds simply with the words, go fuck yourself, Jules.
I don't like the painted.
No.
I think they're a bit meh.
I think they're really cool.
I think that they're
really creepy.
They're
So this is-
both incredibly obnoxious, but also not a bit of a nothing at the same time.
Sounds like our podcast.
I feel like we...
So in 2022, she commissioned the creation of ATDs, automated typing devices, generative artificial intelligence that was being fed Alan Wake's writing to try and learn and replicate it.
Incredible.
This expansion is Remedy does AI.
It's more Remedy critiques AI.
Critiques AI, yes. So, of course, because generative AI is disgusting and shameful gimmick, it's not really been working. We find some snippets of the ATD's output, reading things like, dark, screamed the darkness, a dark reminder of the dark's inner darkness, a well of darkness, a vortex, a dark figure emerged from the darkness, facing the darkness with dark intent. It's good stuff. You get a fair few of these, but that's one of my favourites.
No moon. The moon had been eaten. The moon had been nommed.
Estevez thinks to herself that what the lake house was doing was against every single rule the FBC has.
They've essentially they're breaking the spooky Geneva Convention.
Yeah.
Spooky Geneva Convention.
Pretty much, yeah. Reads, Carla, I have decided to reassign you from Project Ramnus to Inventory Management. Your title will change from Senior Researcher to Acting Inventory Supervisor effective immediately. You may find this change sudden, but I have no doubt that someone with a nut allergy like yourself will prefer to work alone in the inventory booth than out in the open where any dangerous pies may be waiting to hurt you. Perhaps some hard work will keep you from making any more unfounded HR complaints. Regards, Dr. Marmont. So yeah, Dr. Marmont, piece of shit. A real asshole. And Diana, she also did capture Ed Booker, but yeah, real piece of shit.
I hope he pecan dies.
Terrible. Moving on. On to sub-level. Look, at least there's jokes, okay?
I'm trying.
It's such a heavy one. Like, we are getting
we're on like late Sunday in the day. I'm sort of swinging for the...